ओम शांति। यह बाबा की सेवा के लिए नया चैनल चालू किया है। इस चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें। ओम शांति।
ओम शांति। मॉर्निंग मुरली 10th अप्रैल। अव्यक्त महावाक्य ऑफ अव्यक्त बाप दादा मधुबन। रिवाइज कोर्स 19 March 1990। मुरली, the basis of the flying stage is to have wings of zeal and enthusiasm. The basis of the flying stage is to have wings of zeal and enthusiasm. Today, Bab Dada is seeing the pure feeling filled with love for a meeting and the pure vibrations of zeal and enthusiasm of all the children's elevated desire to become complete. He is also seeing within each child how the zeal and enthusiasm of those children who are meeting Baba for the first time in this cycle are unique, and how the zeal and enthusiasm of those who have met Baba many times in this cycle are unique. In your own language, you refer to this as the new children and the old children. However, all of you are the oldest of all. All of you are the oldest of all, because it is with the old recognition that you are attracted and drawn here to the father and the Brahman family. It is only for identification that you say new and old. The zeal and enthusiasm of the new children are seen in them wanting to show everyone by flying ahead and becoming equal to the father in a short time. Baba is saying the zeal and enthusiasm of the new children are seen in them wanting to show everyone by flying ahead and becoming equal to the father in a short time. The older children constantly have the elevated thought to continue to bring in front of Bap Dada some return for the sustenances and the treasures they have received from Bap Dada. The zeal and enthusiasm of both are elevated, and it is this zeal and enthusiasm that become the wings that take you to the flying stage. You have wings of knowledge and yoga. You have wings of knowledge and yoga for the flying stage anyway, but within the whole timetable, new zeal and new enthusiasm automatically emerge every day in a visible form at every moment and in every action. The basis of the flying stage is your zeal and enthusiasm. The basis of the flying stage is your zeal and enthusiasm. No matter what kind of task it is, whether it is of that of cleaning or of washing dishes or of doing any ordinary work, in that too there would be natural and constant zeal and enthusiasm. It is not that there are zeal and enthusiasm only when you are studying knowledge or teaching it to others. When you are sitting in meditation or conducting meditation for others, or when you are busy in doing spiritual service, and when you are performing ordinary actions, your stage also becomes ordinary and your zeal and enthusiasm also become ordinary. That is not a sign of the flying stage. The wings of zeal and enthusiasm of an elevated soul in the flying stage would always be flying. The wings of zeal and enthusiasm of an elevated soul in the flying stage would always be flying. So Bap Dada is seeing the zeal and enthusiasm of all the children. Baba is saying you all have wings. You all have wings, but you sometimes get tired while flying in joy and enthusiasm. Something becomes a small or a large excuse. That is, there is an obstruction, and whilst you are sometimes able to overcome it with love, at other times you get confused. You people call this confusion. You people call this confusion because you are not able to overcome this easily. You get tired. You get a little tired. You get a little tired, but nevertheless, your aim is elevated and you have love for your destination, and this is why you start flying again. The elevated aim, the lovely destination, and the experience of the Father's love don't allow you to remain in a lower stage due to tiredness, and you therefore start flying again. So Bap Dada continues to watch the games of the children. Bap Dada continues to watch the game of the children. Even so, the Father's love does not allow you to stop. The majority of you has passed in the subject of love. This is why no matter how much the obstructions try to stop you, and they do stop you, and although you sometimes even think that this is very difficult and that it would be better to become what you were previously, even though you do wish this, you don't find any pleasure in going back to the past life. Why? Firstly, you have in front of you the contrast of God's love and the love of bodily beings. Firstly, you have in front of you the contrast of God's love and the love of bodily beings. Therefore, when you come to a standstill while flying and you are in between two roads, you think, should I go here or should I go there? Where should I go? However, the experience of God's love revives confused people and you receive the wings of joy and enthusiasm. Even while thinking about it, you fly from a stagnant stage into the flying stage. The matters may be very small, but they seem very large at that time because you are weak. Someone who is physically weak finds it difficult to lift even a glass of water, whereas those who are courageous find it a game to lift even 2 buckets. In the same way, you start experiencing little things to be big. Therefore, the wings of zeal and enthusiasm constantly make you fly. Every day at Amrit Vela, let the variety of points of zeal and enthusiasm that you have to have in your awareness thought throughout the day emerge in front of you. Baba is saying every day at Amrit Vela, let the variety of points of zeal and enthusiasm that you have to have in your awareness throughout the day emerge in front of you. So it is simply one point, such as I am a point of light, Baba is a point of light, we have to return home and then go back into our kingdom. Then, because it is just the one point, some children sometimes get bored with that and they think that they want something new. They want something new. However, every day there are different points in the murli for zeal and enthusiasm. Note down the special points for zeal and enthusiasm from every day's murli. Baba is saying, note down the special points for zeal and enthusiasm from every day's murli. You can make a very big list. Note it down in your diary and also in your intellect. When these points don't remain immersed in your intellect, recall them from your diary, and the variety of points will then increase your zeal and enthusiasm every day. It is human nature to like variety. It is human nature to like variety. This is why, whether you churn the points of knowledge, whether you have a heart to heart conversation, if you simply remember the dot throughout the day, you will get bored. However, the Father is a dot, each of you is a dot. You are hero actors of the confluence age. You are the hero actors of the confluence age. As well as being a zero, you are also a hero. You are not simply a zero, but also a hero. Because you are heroes at the confluence age, you play a variety of parts throughout the day. What was the part of myself? What was the part of myself? A zero throughout the whole cycle. And what is my hero part at that moment? With whom is my part now? For how long do I have to play this part? What part do I have to play after this? Become a zero with this variety form and keep the awareness of your hero part. Baba is saying, become a zero with this variety form and keep the awareness of your hero part. So, in having remembrance to maintain variety. Maintain variety. Sometimes stay in the seed stage. Baba is saying, sometimes stay in the seed stage, sometimes in the angelic stage, sometimes have a heart to heart conversation, and sometimes bring in front of you each jewel from the treasure you have received from the Father. Remember him with whatever interest you have at particular time. Celebrate a meeting with the Father at whatever time you want, with the love of whatever relationship you want. Celebrate a meeting with the Father at whatever time you want, with the love of whatever relationship you want. This is why the Father has made you belong to Him in all relationships, and you have also had the Father belong to you in all relationships. There is not only one relationship, there is a variety. Is there not? You simply have to pay attention to this one aspect of not remembering anyone except the Father. The attainment from the Father and the treasures from the Father. However, there is a variety of attainments, variety of treasures, variety of relationships, a variety of points of happiness, and a variety of points of zeal and enthusiasm. So use them in this way. Let there only be the Father and you. Let there only be the Father and you, and this is the line of safety. Don't go beyond the line of this awareness, that is all. This line is the godly canopy of protection. For as long as you stay within the line of canopy of protection, many does not have any courage. Many does not have any courage. There is then ignorance of the terms. There is the ignorance of the terms. What effort is, what obstructions are? Obstructions are means a situation that stops you. And what obstacles are? A situation that is difficult. The children who are present at the beginning of establishment used to experience the souls of the golden age incarnating, and how those souls were ignorant of what the vices were. What the vices were, what sorrow was, and what Maya was. What sorrow was and what Maya was. You children experienced this. Did you not? The old ones know these things. In the same way, those who stay within the line of canopy of protection of the awareness of their beings, only the Father and I. Only the Father and I are ignorant of these things. This is because they are constantly safe and they constantly stay in the Father's heart. You people like the heart a lot. You people like the heart a lot, do you not? Even when you bring a gift, you bring a heart shaped gift. Even when you make cakes, you make them heart shaped. You even make the boxes heart shaped, so you stay in the heart. So you stay in the heart, do you not? Maya cannot approach the Father's heart. Just as when there is a flame in a jungle, even the king of the jungle, the lion, cannot go there. He runs away. So there is such light and might in the Father's heart. So there is such light and might in the Father's heart. No form of Maya can in front of that. You have become safe from laboring, have you not? You took birth easily. Did it take effort for you to take birth? You received the Father's introduction. You recognized Him, and within a second you experienced the Father belonged to you and you belong to Him. Baba is saying you recognized Him, and within a second you experienced the Father is belong to you and you belong to Him. You took birth easily. You did not have to wander around anywhere. The Father made certain children instruments and sent them to your land, that is, to your home. You did not have to search for Him, did you? You did not have to wander around, did you? So you find the Father while sitting at home. You found the Father while sitting at home, did you not? You come running to Bharat out of love. But you received the introduction there, you took birth there, since you took birth very easily. You also receive sustenances very easily. So simply experience it and you will go back with the Father easily. Baba is saying simply experience it and you will go back with the Father easily. You want to go back with Him? Do you not? Or do you want to wait in between in the land of Dharamraj? You want to wait? Or all of you once who will go back together with the Father? Do you all have the determined thoughts? What determined thought? We are together and we will go back together. We are together and we will go back together. In the future too, you will come into the kingdom and have a role with the Father Brahma. Or will you come later? Do you have this firm thought? If while walking along you get tired and you stop, what would you then do there? Because the Father will not stop. At that time, He will not wait. He is waiting at present. You have now been given some time, but He will not wait at that time. He will fly in second. At that time, He will fly in second. At present, it is late for the new children, but the board of too late has not yet been put up. So the new word is waiting for the new children to come so that they can also reach last so fast and claim the first number. So, are all of you ready to go back together? Are all of you ready to go back together? Bap Dada is congratulating those who have come here for the first time in this cycle. Bap Dada is giving congratulations. Why? The seniors still have love for the younger ones. The father and the senior brothers and sisters have special love for you, so you are beloved ones. Are you not? You are beloved loves. Beloved ones, are you not? New children are specially loved. Whether you are old or new, everyone keeps a fast speed to come first. Constantly stay under the canopy of protection. Constantly stay in the heart. This is the easiest method for a fast speed. This is the easiest method for a fast speed. Never allow yourself to be bored. Never allow yourself to be bored. Always make zeal and enthusiasm emerge for yourself in a variety of ways. Some double foreigners sometimes think that there is a great difference between their culture and the culture of India. This is why they sometimes like Indian cultures and sometimes don't. However, this is neither Indian culture nor foreign culture. This is Brahman culture. This is Brahman culture, and all of you like the name Brahma Kumars and Kumaris. Do you not? You have a lot of love for the Father Brahma, and you also love the BK families a lot. Baba is saying you have a lot of love for the Father Brahma and you also love the BK family a lot. Sometimes you think of colored clothes instead of white clothes because the white clothes get dirty very quickly. Bap Dada does not forbid you to wear the clothes that you wear when you go to the office or any other such place. Bap Dada does not forbid you to wear the clothes that you wear when you go to the office or to any other such place. However, don't wear them with the attitude. Don't wear with them that attitude. This is our foreign culture and this is my personality. You may wear them to do service. Don't wear them with the aim of personality. Have the aim of a Brahman life? Baba is asking, have the aim of a Brahman life? You are not forbidden to wear them for doing service or as a necessity, but definitely verify that too with the souls who are instruments. Don't say Bap Dada has given me permission. So why are you forbidding me? Sometimes you say many amusing things. Sometimes you may say many amusing things. You remember the words that you want to hear for your own purpose. For your own purpose, but you forget the things about the law behind it. Bap Dada like cleverness, but there should be a limit to cleverness. It should not be off limits. So eat, drink, wear and play, but within limit. But within limit. So which culture do you like? Whatever is the culture of Father Brahma is the culture of Brahma Kumars and Kumaris. So you like it? Do you not? You have a specialty, which is that you say everything clearly. Not all are alike. There are some who speak of their own weakness. That is good, but they then become whimsical. They repeatedly bring that weakness into their consciousness. I am weak, I am weak. Don't become sensitive in that way. If you continue to think about that, you will forget all the other specialties you have, and you will continue to think about all other weaknesses. So don't do this. Don't do this. Definitely tell the father about your weakness. But since you gave your weakness away to the father, who then has them? Baba is saying, who then has them? In that case, why do you think I am like this? Why do you think I am like this? You have given them to the father. Some children write a letter in which they write about their weaknesses and give them to Bap Dada. Or they leave it in Bap Dada's room and then they think that they did not give a response. Bap Dada does not give a reply just like that. Bap Dada does not give a reply just like that. Whatever weakness of yours, you give to the father. And Bap Dada replaces that with power. Replaces with the power, happiness, zeal and enthusiasm. However, you don't take what Bap Dada gives you. You simply think that you did not receive a reply. You simply think that you did not receive a reply. Try to take what the Father is giving you. Don't wait for a response. Continue to take power and happiness and then see how good your zeal and enthusiasm are. The moment you write about your weaknesses or you speak about them to the souls who are instrument, it means that you have given those to them and have finished with them. It means that you have given those to them and then finished with them. Now think about what you are receiving. What you are receiving. Bap Dada receives so many letters from each one. He does not give a reply, but he gives a return of whatever is necessary and he fills in the weakness. But he gives a return of whatever is necessary and he fills in the weakness. He continues to give love and remembrance every day. Is there any day when you don't receive love and remembrance? Every day Bap Dada writes a letter of 2 or 3 pages to all the children. That is called murli. No one else writes such a long letter every day. No matter how much you love someone, has that person ever written such a long letter to you? No matter how much you love someone, has that person ever written such a long letter to you? The murli is a letter, is it not? It is the response to what you have written, is it not? He writes such a long letter. He even speaks about it, and all those who write a special letter receive a special response. Because you are the beloved ones, the long lost and now found ones. Therefore, in return, Bap Dada gives extra powers and happiness. Just keep the intellect constantly careful and clear. As you were told previously, remove those things from your intellects. If you keep those things in your intellect is not clear, and whatever the Father gives you in the return therefore becomes mixed. Sometimes you miss it and sometimes you mix it. Now, what do some children sometimes do? Bap Dada is saying, today Bap Dada is telling you of your state. Some think we are doing service and Father promised us that he will always be our helper. But Baba did not help in this service and so there was less success. Why did Bap Dada not help? Why did Bap Dada not help? Then they think perhaps I am not worthy. Perhaps I am not able to do this service. I am weak. They have these wasteful thoughts. If you children put a thought in front of the father to have help in some service, do it with an open heart. In return for that, Bab Dada gives the special help at the time of service. Simply adopt one method, which, no matter how difficult that service is, still surrender that service to the Father with your intellect. I did this and so it was not successful. I did this and so it was not successful. Where did the I come from? Why did you forget that it is the responsibility of the Father who is Karan Karaman Har, and take it on yourself? This is wrong. It is the Father's service and He will definitely do it. Therefore, keep the Father in front of you. Don't keep yourself in the front. I did this. No. This word I make success distance. Do you understand? Baba is saying, don't keep in yourself in the front. I did this. This word I makes success distance. Now, to the intense effort making souls from everywhere who are constantly flying with zeal and enthusiasm, to the special jewels who constantly stay in the Father's heart, to those who constantly stay under the canopy of the awareness of the Father and I, to those who go beyond the stopping and descending stages and move ahead in the flying stage, to the elevated souls who make themselves move forward in happiness and intoxication with the variety of points. Bab Dada's love, remembrance and namaste. And we spiritual children says, namaste, good morning to our sweetest loving Father, Bab Dada. Today's blessing, feel Baba's hand on your head and take blessing. May you understand the deep philosophy of karma and experience spiritual pleasure in your Brahman life. May you understand the deep philosophy of karma and experience spiritual pleasure in your Brahman life. Baba is saying Brahman life is a life of pleasure, but staying in pleasure does not mean that you can do whatever enters your mind and just remain intoxicated. No, that pleasure of temporary happiness and pleasure of temporary relationships and connections are different from the permanent stage of happiness. So say whatever you want, do whatever you want. I am just going to stay in my own pleasure. I am just going to stay in my own pleasure. Don't become one who pleases himself temporarily. Stay in alokik spiritual pleasure all the time. Stay in alokik spiritual ruhani pleasures all the time. This is the true Brahman life. Along with having this pleasure, also understand the deep philosophy of karma. Slogan: instead of having ego of I or having doubts, have mercy for everyone. Baba is saying, instead of having ego of I or having doubts, have mercy for everyone. Om Shanti. Thank you, Baba.